That I need a computer.
Okay, why is it won't go straight up?
Mom, you gotta turn it around, Queen. You gotta turn it around. Lift this. Yeah, there you go. Now, so, yeah. I need that computer, Queen.
And then let me set this up.
I ain't gonna be able to read the comments. Baby, you know the nights are forever without you.
So the Kit-Kats I got for you?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Queen.
I hope this computer is charged up.
And I'm planning to make up for lost time. So hold me, don't let go of me. Yeah, that plug will work with it. All right, guys, we're coming on live very soon, guys. We're coming on live. Come on, tell everybody, tell your friends, tell family. We're coming on live. We're making a double chocolate cake, guys. Yay! Everybody scream, yay! Double chocolate cake. What's going on, Lynnette? It's gonna come on. You gotta bring it over here, though, Queen. Is that the new one? Okay. All right, guys, come on in. Come on in the house. We're going to get started in the next 5 minutes. We're going to make double chocolate cake, guys. Aren't you excited? I know I am. I'm giddy. Ooh. You, can you... How did I have it last time? Yeah, so I won't knock it over. There you go. Good job, Queen. All right, guys, we're coming. We're coming. We're getting there, guys.
Oh, my uncle's on. Uncle John. Right there.
Oh, Uncle John. What's up, Uncle John?
Uncle John Michael.
Shawn Michaels.
We miss you.
All right, guys. Uh-oh. I screwed up over here. We're coming on, guys. Lynnette's setting me up. So we're going to have a very good live today. Thank y'all for joining. Sorry we're so late. You know, it was an accident on the way here, Lynnette, on the BW Parkway. Yep. We're going to get started soon, guys. I promise you. Say hello to Rachel Richmond. Hey, Rachel. Let's see who else we got. That's on TT. We got a lot of people joining us on TT. We got some folks joining us on Facebook. We're making double chocolate cake, guys. We got some people joining us on IG. And we are very appreciative that you guys are joining us. Shout out to you guys. We're going to be getting started very, very soon. Uh-oh. Is that?
Looks like it's updated.
Is that an update? Okay, we're going to have to do it without it. All right. Oh, and now it's restarting. Okay, don't worry. Let's talk to the people in that. Wait, let's talk to the people.
All right, good morning. Good morning, happy Saturday. We're a little bit late today. About an hour late. But we are here. It's been a morning. Let me, I need one more bowl.
Take your time. Thank y'all for joining us. We really appreciate you guys. I love you tonight.
All right, so can they see right here? These cameras, can they see?
Yes, ma'am. They certainly can. That one's a little bit. Okay, yeah, that's good enough.
Okay,
that's good enough.
So good morning. Let me know when to start. I know people are still coming in. Feel free to share. Let other people know that we're live. We're doing a double chocolate cake today, so a chocolate cake with a chocolate frosting, and we'll be starting soon. Whenever Gregory gives me the go.
Shout out Blake. Shout out to Blake on TT.
Hello. Happy Saturday.
We're hoping more. Let's give it a couple more minutes into that. Okay. Let's let some people file in.
Okay. I know they'll come in throughout too.
Yeah, but but they'll be in the middle of you. You know, a cake might be in the oven. They miss a whole lot.
That's true.
All right, guys. Please just give us another 3 minutes, okay, guys? Actually, we're going to make it 1 minute. At 11 o'clock, we're going to get started. It's 10:59. Yeah. We're already an hour late. So, 1 more minute, guys, okay? Let a few more people file in.
Yeah, once more people come in. I already have a cake baked, so you all won't have to worry about waiting for the cake in the oven, because you know you have to let it cool and all that type of thing. So I actually have one baked. I had it in the freezer, so it's super, super cold. And then we'll make the frosting together. We'll show you how to mix the cake, get it in the oven, and go from there. So it'll be good. I'm going to close this door, too. I keep looking at the door because it's open.
Okay. Hey, Pat. Pat Carton says good morning. Michelle Harton says good morning. That's our FB family. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to our FB family, our IG family,
yes,
our TT family, our YT family, our what's that guy called? Twitch family. Yeah. Yeah. We in the pocket.
Yes.
All right. So it's 11 o'clock, Lynnette. You may go ahead and begin.
Alrighty. So we're going to do a double chocolate cake. We've done this cake before, but we did it in cupcake form. So we're going to do an actual 9-inch round cake today. With this recipe, it makes layers that are not super, super tall, so you can always double it. Like if you wanted to do a 3-layer cake or a 4-layer cake, you can actually double it. We also use this cake to make German chocolate cake, so it's a really, really good chocolate cake. So it's a dump method, so we don't have to cream anything. So basically, you're going to mix your dry ingredients, then mix your wet and dump them together. This one also has hot water, so that'll go in, but it's a dump method. So it's one of the easiest type of cakes you can make. You don't have to worry about, any of the extra steps that it takes involved in creaming. Oh, I forgot one thing. Let me get it. I got to get the eggs. Lord.
Oh, no. You can't make cake without eggs. Shout out to Gordon. Hey, Gordon.
Hey, Gordon.
Shout out to Miss Rowley.
Hello.
Shout out to Auntie Ana.
Hello.
Hey, Auntie Ana.
How do I make a cake without eggs?
How you going to make a cake without eggs, guys? Anybody know? Can anybody tell me? Do you know? Actually, Lynnette actually has a cake that's eggless. It's a
the wacky cake.
It's a vegetarian. What do you call it? How you say it? Vegan. It's a vegan cake. Yeah. So she actually do have. So it actually would have worked.
Well, it's a different recipe.
I mean, it's a different recipe, but you would have made a chocolate cake out of it. All right, Laura. Shout out to Laura. Laura says, "Good morning, Miss Lynnette, Mrs. Lynnette, and Mr. Gregory." Oh, you can just call us Gregory and Lynnette. Shout out to you, Laura.
All right, now I'm ready.
Say hello to user. I don't know user. Okay.
I'm glad I thought about that. I would have been halfway through the mix and like, don't have any eggs. All right, so double chocolate cake. It's a dump cake where you dump everything together. So dry you mix first, and you mix the wet in a separate bowl, then you dump them all together. All right, so now we're back. Let me talk about the ingredients first, and this is just for the cake. Then we'll do the ones for the chocolate frosting after we get the cake in the oven. So, of course, we have some all-purpose flour. Then we have plenty of cocoa powder. This is the dark cocoa powder. That's what that says in the box. This is sugar. Then we have our salt, our baking powder, our baking soda, and vanilla extract. I also add a little drop of butter extract. All right, so then we have water. This is going to be hot water, so I'll microwave this. We have some vegetable oil. We have buttermilk. Sorry, they can't see over there. And then we have eggs, which we almost forgot. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and heat the water up now, and then we'll start to mix everything. All right, we're good to go. So we move the wet oats with so it's better.
But not now.
Okay, 2 cups of flour.
All right, guys, we're coming. Give us a second, please. Give us a second. We're coming. We're making double chocolate cake. Spending every dime. Okay, that should be good enough on that part. Now, what you're gonna have to do on this one, Queen? It's working. So what you got to do is you got to make sure these are set up on. All right, hit that Wi-Fi. There's a way that is there a way you can make it go down a little bit? Just tell. Okay, it's on bingo, so you got to change it.
What is this called?
This one is Lynnette's Kitchen. Okay, they ain't found it yet. Okay, all right, guys, we're coming. I promise. I hope we didn't lose one of them. Now, to be safe, let's see if, yeah, go ahead and get Facebook back up. All right. Now, to be safe,
This one is so strong.
I know, but it might come out. And it's saying, look like, what's 2 people watching? What I'm worried about is that we might lose the connection for these other guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, we're coming, so we probably need to set them up. Well, we might have lost somebody on this guy.
Yeah, that's why I want to keep going for the people that's on there.
All right, guys, we're coming back now. Sorry about that. We lost our Wi-Fi connection. We're coming back.
All right.
All right, Lynnette, I want you to start from the beginning. Just let them know what you did.
Okay, so we're mixing the cake right now. So we just
Hold on. Let's wait for Facebook. All right, guys, we're coming. Shout out to Josette Hodges. Shout out to Big T. Shout out to Sin Photographs. All right, Gordon, you are number 1. Gordon says, "Am I in the number?" You are number 1, Gordon. All right, so we're back with the Wi-Fi situation. Sorry about that. Hopefully, our FB family will file back in. All right, Lynnette, can you go ahead and start it over? Just let them know what you did so far.
All right, so sorry we lost you all. It went down. Sometimes that happens. We got to connect our little box. But I'm mixing the chocolate cake right now. So far we have the flour, the sugar, and the cocoa powder, and we're just sifting that into the bowl. And I already heated up our water. All right. So
what's the purpose of heating up the water?
It's going to like activate the cocoa powder, basically. You know what I
And
mean?
intensify the chocolate.
Intensify the flavor, yeah. All right. So this is baking powder. We want to add our baking powder. Then we're going to add in some salt and baking soda. And then we're just going to sift all of this together. And I was saying before, it just gets all the lumps out of everything and also aerates your flour for your mixture. And you can see some of the lumps in the sifter. Like, I'll show you all. I'm going to press it a little bit, but look at all this stuff that kind of catches in your sifter. And I'm going to press it just a little bit, but whatever's left, we're not going to add to our bowl. All right, so that's good. Good to go. All this is going in the trash. All right, let's put this to the side. And I'm just going to stir this up. You still have to stir it up just to make sure everything is well combined, because even though you sifted it, it doesn't mix it. All right, so let's stir all this up. And once you don't see any streaks of flour, then it should be good to go. That's when you know everything is pretty well mixed. I can smell the cocoa powder already. All right, so we're almost there. You can also use a whisk if you want to whisk everything together. All right, so we are looking good. So like I said, it's a dump cake, so we're going to do dry mix first, wet goes in another bowl, then we're going to dump everything together. Now it's going to look kind of thick, and I'll explain that because we're going to add the hot water in, so don't be alarmed if it looks a little bit thick once you add your wet ingredients in. So we're going to add in our vegetable oil first to our separate bowl. Then we got our buttermilk. Okay. We're going to add in the eggs that I almost forgot. And we have our vanilla extract. Alright, so let's whisk all of this together. This is one of those cakes you can just throw together really quick. And like I said before, you can also make cupcakes out of it. So you don't always have to make a cake. You can do chocolate cupcakes and then frost it with your chocolate frosting, or sometimes we'll do vanilla frosting and then put crushed up Oreos on top of like a cookies and cream cake. You can do whatever you like. So caramel, buttercream, all of it works.
Shout out to Ray. Shout out to Ashon. Shout out
Hello.
to our TT family. They're saying hello, Lynnette.
Hello, happy Saturday. Thank y'all for joining us. If you're just coming in, we're doing a double chocolate cake. And it's a dump method. So I was saying you do your dry ingredients in one bowl, your wet in another. You mix them separate, and then you add them together. Out the way. And then we're going to go ahead and add our eggs, buttermilk, and oil and vanilla to our dry ingredients. Right into the bowl. Get every drop I can out of here. Sorry about the noise. Alright, so that's good. I'm going to get rid of all of this stuff to give us a little bit more space to work with. Alright, so let's mix this together. Remember, it's going to be kind of thick, so don't be alarmed. We still have to add our hot water in, but we add it in after we mix all of this together. I kind of find that it's a little bit easier to mix with a spatula like this because it is so thick. If you want to bring the whisk back, you can after you add the water. But when I use a whisk for this part, it kind of, the batter gets stuck in the whisk because it's kind of thick. So that's just me.
Shout out to user. Shout out to Vicky Welch.
Hello, hi Vicky. Happy Saturday. We're doing a double chocolate cake.
Now, Anthony Simmons says, good morning.
Good morning, Anthony.
He says, I love your recipes.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Anthony. We really appreciate you. Yes, sir. Now, Anthony, I got to challenge you. You got to make this chocolate cake, Anthony. It's not difficult.
It's a really good one. It's a really good one. So y'all see how thick this looks? It looks like brownie batter. All right, it looks like brownie batter, but you got to add our hot water in. All right, that's going to intensify that chocolate flavor, get everything going. And start to mix slow. If you want to bring the whisk back, you can. Maybe a little bit easier, but mix slow so your hot water doesn't splash everywhere.
He said, okay. Auntie says, you make everything look so easy.
Oh, thank you.
Well, that's the goal
really
here,
is.
right, Lynnette?
Yes, definitely.
We don't want to be in the kitchen all day and all night trying to cook a meal.
And overcomplicating everything. It smells like brownies. When you all smell it, it smells like brownies. So we did 2 cups of all-purpose flour for those who want to make the cake.
Shout out to Joya.
2 cups of sugar. 14 tablespoons of cocoa powder. 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon baking soda, and 2 teaspoons baking powder. And for the wet ingredients, we have 1 cup of buttermilk, 1 cup of vegetable oil, 1 cup of hot water, 2 eggs, and a tablespoon of vanilla. So look at this beautiful, rich chocolate cake batter. All right, look how perfect this looks.
Say hello to Evelyn, Lynnette.
Hello, happy Saturday.
And say hello to Joyce.
Hello.
Evelyn Lamont and Joyce McClin.
Hello.
Thank y'all for joining us.
Thank y'all so much. All right, so I have 2 9-inch round cake pans. If you only have 8-inch rounds, those will work too. And I just have a little piece of parchment paper. I just tear it. It doesn't have to be perfect. I have shown you a long time ago how to make the perfectly fitting round cake circles when we did a cheesecake. And when we do a cheesecake again, we'll do that again. It's a little bit confusing because you have to fold the paper a certain type of way, but we'll do that another day. We're going to put a little piece in the bottom.
What's the purpose of that?
It's just going to make sure when the cake comes out the pan, it helps it not to stick. Even though we're going to use cooking spray, this little bit of parchment paper just makes it even more, probable that your cake will not stick to the pan. All right?
Shout out to Brenda Toya. Hey,
Hello.
Brenda.
Hey, Brenda.
Hey, Yolanda.
Hello.
Hey, Yolanda.
Happy Saturday.
And Mavis Vicenta
Hello.
says hi.
Happy Saturday.
Alpha here also says hello.
Hello. I'm going to use this non-stick cooking spray. This is the Chef's Quality. We get it from the Restaurant Depot. If you have another brand you like, just use that. Or if you want to use oil and flour or whatever, you can definitely do that. Or shortening and flour. I'm just going to spray. And I want to make sure I get all into those crevices. spray your thing really well. You may have to hold the paper because it may move a little bit. Get all on the sides.
User 2402 says hi. Your mammy says hi.
Hello.
And Kerma Sellers says hello.
Happy Saturday. Alright, so let's get this one sprayed. And I have a cake already baked for those who didn't hear that part, so you won't have to wait for it to bake. And we're going to go ahead and make the frosting. Alright, what this stuff will make you cough?
I'm not. My mom says, happy Saturday. I'm on my way to get some goodies.
I know that's
yes.
right.
Definitely.
Alright, so I'm just going to divide this into two pans, to these two pans that we prepared. Try to make it as even as possible. You can always weigh your batter on the scale to make sure it's perfectly even if you want to do that. A little bit more here. And a little bit more here. I'm going to wash my hands. We're going to make the frosting. Oh, these are going to be so good. So good.
I'm not my own. I'm not my own. That's what it is. I'm not my own. It says goodies from y'all. Laugh out loud.
I know that's right.
Speaking of goodies, man, back in the day, boy, we used to make all kinds of cakes and cupcakes.
Yep.
And for those that don't know, we were on Sugar Showdown. We were on Cupcake Wars. We did both of those shows in D.C., in the D.C. metropolitan area. We used to be at a bunch of government farmers markets, and boy, it was a lot of fun. We used to have when we first started off, we had, I guess you can call it a bake shop. Lynnette would bring all kinds of goodies, cupcakes, cookies. What's my favorite, Lynnette? Cinnamon rolls.
Oh yeah, cinnamon rolls.
Cinnamon rolls. Boy, I love those cinnamon rolls.
You did love cinnamon rolls.
Yes, and I'm trying to get her to make some more cinnamon rolls.
If I make them, it'll be to show you all how to make them, and then they going back in retirement. That's what I'm gonna make them. I did promise
go ahead.
Last week that I was gonna make cinnamon rolls because I used the sweet roll dough when you make rolls and the stuffed rolls with like ham and cheese and stuff too. So we did say that we're gonna do that, definitely. But they take a long time, so get prepared when y'all make them. It's gonna be a few-hour process. It's not something that goes really quick.
I wish we could find a quick way to do them.
Well, I found quick ways. Like there's a 45-minute version where you use like a quick yeast, and then you really don't rise. You don't let them do that double proof.
Yeah.
They just have to rise basically as they're baking. So
Yes.
they're good, but for me,
They're
you
not-
get a better product when you do that rise the first time, or proof rise, what they call it, and then punch the dough down, roll it out, let them rise again, and then bake them. You get a more fluffy, like nice cinnamon roll, not those thin kind of crispy layers. If that makes sense.
Shout out to Dauntless. Shout out to Ricky
Hello.
Hood. Shout out to
And
King
other
Cali.
guys.
Oh boy, I messed up here. Oh come on, there we go. Shout out to King Cali. Okay, one of the most popular dessert that Lynnette makes. People go crazy over this dessert, and Lynnette put that one in retirement too. And that is our banana pudding.
Oh yeah.
The banana pudding makes people go crazy. So when we used to do our farmers markets, man, the banana puddings be one of the first things to go, right, Lynnette?
Yeah. I only put things like out of rotation because a lot of times it takes a long time to make certain things, and if we don't have enough help, I can't keep up with the demand. Because every week at our pop-ups, we're going through at least 5 or 6 whole cakes, like sliced.
Oh! I'm sorry, Lynnette. I got to cut you off
Okay.
because this is very. No, I'm gonna let you finish it. I got to say this. I'm not my own. I can't see the face, but I think this is my good friend. Anyway, because she's a lawyer. She says, I need some more goodies. Guess I'll have to order another red velvet cake, Lynnette.
Okay.
You know who it is.
How dope.
Look, Lakita.
Okay, yeah, that is our buddy.
That's our buddy Lakita. Lynnette needs to stop retiring the stuff.
I know.
We get spoiled with them desserts.
I know. I get so like, especially you all know. I always tell you all about the business and how some of the challenges that we have. I don't harp too much on it because there are a lot of great things about the business too. But sometimes, like if I don't have help or something like that, I'm like, I'm so tired.
Yeah,
about
Lynnette bears the brunt of all this
Yeah,
stuff.
when people call out, I still gotta, I'm still here. But I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that's why sometimes it happens. So, all right.
Yeah, Lakita ordered a cake from us, a red velvet cake.
I remember. Yeah, I definitely.
Hey, Lakita, how you doing?
Hello.
She says she's got to get an apprentice. Send her some help, Lord.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Yeah.
We have some. We have a little bit of help now, so.
But yeah, banana pudding, red velvet cake. My favorite cake that Lynnette makes, she don't want to make it no more, is the strawberry shortcake. Why don't you want to make the strawberry shortcake anymore, Lynnette?
Let's ask Greg a question while we're on live. Why don't you make cheesecakes anymore?
I don't have time.
Oh, okay. I digress. So we're gonna make our frosting now.
All right, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, so Anthony Simmons asks, how did you guys get into cooking? Tell your story, Lynnette, first.
I'll tell you the short version of it. I always have liked to cook since I was little, and I went to college I have a degree in psychology and then a degree in human resources, a master's in human resources. After I got my master's, I went to culinary school because I always wanted to cook. So I was working for the government for a while. I was working as a program director for an adult ed program, and I was working at a bakery part-time, a very popular bakery part-time. And then I would volunteer at cooking classes, at cooking schools and stuff like that as an assistant. So basically, one day, I just decided to quit my job as a program director, and I wanted to do this full-time. We were blessed with a kitchen space by the wonderful people where we're located, and I was doing both for a while. And I'm like, you know what? My mom, and my dad, they were just like, you don't have kids, whatever. Like, you really don't have anything that's holding
tying you down.
Like tying you down.
Yeah.
So just try it, like whatever. And I was doing it. I was going out of the house for a while. And then when I got the space, I was doing both, like I said. And one day I just quit my job. I put in my notice. I had planned on it. And we've been doing it full time for 15 years, about 15 to 16 years now. Yeah.
It's been about, I say 16 years. Lakita, our good friend Lakita, she ran one of the farmers markets that we used to be.
That we used to do.
And a while ago. So Lakita knows how long we've been in business.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
I've been inside of various government buildings selling cakes. We did farmers markets where we actually did food and dessert. So we did, we had a fryer out there, a griddle, all kinds of stuff. Now we're inside buildings. I'm doing food and cakes. We've been, like Gregory said, Cupcake Wars on Food Network and Sugar Showdown on the Cooking Channel. We catered for Roland Martin for years. We still cater for Roland, but when he was on TV One, we did the Green Room catering. Just a lot. I mean, the thing about it is, if I would not have quit my job, all of the things that I was able to do, including going to meet President Obama, we went and talked about the Affordable Health Care Act, me and 10 other people with him, got in the Oval Office and everything. All the things I was able to do, I would not have been able to do had I still had my job. So, I don't know, just a little bit about that. I won't go too far, but I'm thankful to be able to do this full time. And the next things we got planned. So that's how we got started.
So Lakita is backing us up. She said, yeah, because she was in law school in 2012.
Yeah.
And we started maybe about 3 or 4 years before we met Lakita.
Exactly, yep.
So someone asked, the name scrolled up, but someone asked, do you add raisins and nuts
to
your cinnamon roll?
No, I do not. That's probably really good though. The only kind I've done is like the sticky ones where you put the pecans and that syrup on the bottom, like brown sugar and butter and everything, and then flip them over. I have done those, but I don't add raisins. Not that it wouldn't be good, it's just a texture thing for me, and I just like them plain with cream cheese frosting.
Lakita, we love you. Lakita says, and she's our number one fan.
She's always
you are our number one fan too. Or we are your number one fan,
yes.
Let's say. Let me say this also. Okay, so Anthony says, oh, wow, definitely an inspiration. You quit your job and followed your dreams. Good for you. We are thankful for you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm going to try to give the short version of my involvement in the business. I lost my job, and I'm an accountant. I lost my job, and I was sick and tired of working for other folks. So I said, you know what? I know how to make baked goods. So I started making cookies and cupcakes and muffins and brownies. Long story short, I called a farmer's market trying to get into this farmer's market. They said, hey, we got someone, but that person hasn't been here for a year, so why don't you come on down? So I came on down, they let me in. A week later, Lynnette shows up. That was the other person that wasn't there for a year. She shows up, and she's like, what is he doing in my space? And the rest is history. Right, Lynnette? Along the way, we've gotten deals with Haagen-Dazs. I got a deal with Haagen-Dazs. I got opportunities to do other things. A lot of different clients. Yeah. We had our cupcakes in the Haagen-Dazs stores. We did all the not all. I'm going to say a lot of the farmers markets, government farmers markets in the DC metropolitan area, and they were crazy busy. The Reagan building, we were there. We were at HHS. Bunch of different farmers markets. And also, while doing all those things, we were still doing regular catering business, office catering. So we met a lot of people. We've done catering in military bases such as the Pentagon, all the different bases in this area. The Capitol. I got us a deal with the Washington Wizards. No, actually it was Levi Restaurants.
Yeah, but we used to cater for
the Washington
DC
Wizards.
United too.
DC United, yeah.
We did desserts for the basketball
And
hockey.
The hockey and the basketball team.
Yeah, the owner of the hockey team. They used to order these
hockey pucks.
Oh my God.
Lynnette.
They were the worst.
They were tedious. They weren't the worst.
We used to have to make like 400 of them. And they were little
hockey pucks.
So when you're asked to do something, you want to put your best foot forward always. So we came with this idea. We made these cakes. We cut them in circles, buttercream in the middle, cake on top, and then we dipped them in chocolate. And then we had to print edible image logos to go on top and then bag them. So when you make like 20, you're like, oh, this is great. Then we made like 400. It was so hard. But they were nice. They loved them. Ted
Leonis is the owner.
Yeah.
It was his favorite cake.
He loved those cakes. So they would order them for like the sweets and stuff like that. And we would deliver them, already wrapped. And they just went crazy for them. So.
Yeah. All right. So
look, I be having memories like, oh, Jesus. But I'm thankful for every opportunity. Sometimes it's just, I'm just real. You know what I mean? I'm just very real. But we are thankful for all the opportunities that we have.
All right, hold on, Lynnette. Do me a favor. Can you come around here and scroll this up for me? Thank you. All right, so Gordon says the level of dedication and experience. Kudos to you.
Thank you.
Auntie A9 says, oh, wow, so proud of you guys. Congratulations, you're doing well. Oh boy, we used to do very, very well at one time. We had like 25 employees. We had every function, every facet of our catering business going. We had a food truck. We were doing the markets, the farmers markets, and the farmers markets. That's no easy task because we basically set up a restaurant outdoors. We would have our grill, our griddle, our fryer. We would have our front end, all of that. And we had like 12 people running that.
I think we did about 200 customers in about 3 hours.
200 customers in 3 hours, yeah.
And people order more than one thing. They order 3 or 4 meals. Right now, I think we do about 100 customers in 2 hours in our inside buildings.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so Lynnette, let's go ahead and get back to what we were doing. Back to the program.
So we're going to make our frosting. This is a super chocolatey frosting. It's not our buttercream that we use at our pop-ups. So whoever comes to our pop-ups, it's not the buttercream. This is more of a chocolatey chocolate frosting. So I have some softened butter in my bowl. Hopefully it's still soft. Let me see. It's going to have to work. Let me put this, I may soften it a little bit. The reason I want it to be soft, and if it's too hard, it'll leave chunks of butter in the frosting. So I want it to be a little softer. So let me just put it in the microwave for just a few seconds. I don't want to melt the butter. But
and if you can keep it like that in that position, they can see it very clearly.
I do want to just make sure that.
Yes, yep, Lakita, that's how we met. We met at the farmers market, like probably about. Let me see. Hold on, I can tell you exactly. It was 16 years ago. 16. It was. I was just teasing Lynnette. I was like, Lynnette, We've known each other for 20 years.
It really does. You sit back and think about all the things that you've been able to do, like the cupcake wars and catering for Roland and like the White House and meeting President Obama. Like you start to really, I've learned, and I'm sure a lot of us have, to just sit back and think about those things and have gratitude, because it's like these opportunities are not afforded to everybody.
That is so true.
You gotta be thankful. And all the people that we meet at our markets and our pop-ups, they're really like family, and it's just, it's a beautiful thing to follow your dream, whether you're doing it full-time or on the side. Either way, you know what I mean? And just be afforded opportunities that you thought about and dreamed about and it actually happened. So I'm gonna add, so I got the butter a little bit softer, so hopefully we're good to go. I'm gonna add in the powdered sugar and cocoa powder. This is about 3/4 of a cup of cocoa powder and 4 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. Now sometimes this buttercream, it kind of like clumps up a little bit. It doesn't look like frosting. So I am going to add some heavy cream or milk, and then of course we're going to add in our vanilla extract. All right, so let me put this on. I need a new one of these things. I'm going to put a little bit of plastic around it because it will go everywhere. This is a very powerful machine.
Shout out to cousin Danielle.
Hello, happy Saturday.
Say hi to Gary. Hey, hello. Gary on TT.
All right, so I'm gonna put this on here because if I do not, it'll fly everywhere. So a little bit of plastic. Let's start it on low.
Yeah, I didn't realize that mixer was clumsy like that. The other mixer doesn't operate like that.
No, it doesn't. We have the bigger one. It's not like this, but this one is super powerful. And as soon as you cut it on, stuff starts flying everywhere. Yeah. So a little bit of plastic or some parchment paper or something just to keep it from flying everywhere. And you cut it up a little bit. Like I said, it's going to look kind of crumbly at first. Don't be alarmed. We have to add a little bit of this heavy cream in there. So I'm going to start adding it. So let me add in my vanilla. And then some of this cream. If I have to add more, I will. I can get some out the fridge. All right, let's wrap it back up. And let it go. Now the thing about frosting and buttercreams, you want to whip them some too, because it makes them nice and fluffy. Oh, I'm gonna cut it off. Got my directions. So see, it's coming together already. A little bit more cream. That's about between 4 and 6 tablespoons, depending on how you want your frosting to be. All right, so we're gonna let it whip. I hope y'all make this. You're gonna love it if you do. The cake by itself is so good. Like the cake is just so good. Super chocolatey, really moist, very delicious. Alright, so I'm gonna show y'all this in about 30 seconds. So I added 3 sticks of unsalted butter, about 4.5 cups of powdered sugar, 3/4 a cup cocoa powder, a couple teaspoons of vanilla, and then I added in between 4 and 6 tablespoons of heavy cream. You can also use milk if you don't have heavy cream. Alright, so I'm going to stop this for 1 second. I keep going the wrong direction because it's backwards. And what I want to do now is just scrape the sides of the bowl, because sometimes some things will collect on the sides of the bowl and you want to make sure everything is well mixed. So just scrape it down. You need a spatula. Well, this looks good.
So cousin says, thank you for the tip about the plastic. I have the same machine and never thought about doing that.
Yeah. And this plastic helps so much. If not, I'm telling you, you probably know because you have the machine. Flour and stuff goes everywhere. It just flies, even on low. It doesn't matter. It's even on low.
Ooh, that buttercream was good.
Yeah, it does.
Ooh, it smells good too. It smells like ice cream.
I know it does.
Ooh.
It definitely does. I want to make sure it's nice and whipped. I'm giving it another.
Oh, y'all got to make this.
You do. And this combined with that chocolate cake. Okay, we're good. All right, we're almost there. I just want to make sure I give it enough time. Almost there. All right, so I'm going to grab a turntable, and I'll tell you about this in a minute. We'll let ours whip for a while sometimes. If I wasn't live, I'd probably let it whip for another maybe minute. You don't want it to overdo it, but you do let it go for a while. Or you can even do it on low and just let it keep mixing.
Say hi to Cookie. Say hi to KSS Word.
Hello. Happy Saturday, KSS.
And happy Saturday to you, Cookie.
Hello. All right, so we have, let me take this off the mixer so I'll be able to get to it. I'm going to scrape down the beaters and I'll show you all the, oh, this looks good.
Cousin said yes, even on low it's crazy.
It is. It definitely is. This thing is on a mission. As soon as you cut it on, it's like, listen, it's time to work. It does not play.
Ah, listen to this, Lynnette. From Denise Mayo. She says, hi, I'm from DOI, Department of Interior. She says, we miss your cakes.
We used to come every week to DOI. I was there every week.
Denise, here's a little plug. I'm thinking about starting a bake shop. So if you know the contact person of DOI and if they still allow vendors, I might bring the bake shop over there.
We went every week.
Tell them about it, Lynnette.
What's the DOI?
Yeah.
That's what I was saying earlier. When I was inside government building selling cakes, DOI was one of my favorite places to go. I went every week. So look at this butter, this frog. You said buttercream. Well, it's the same thing. It's butter here. Look at this. Perfect. Easy to spread. All right. So I have a turntable here. It's not a traditional cake turntable, but it is. I got it from IKEA. They call it a Lazy Susan because it's really for the kitchen to put like spices and things on to put it in your cabinet so you can spin it. But it makes it easier for you to frost cakes. So what you want to do, you want to put a wet piece of paper towel. Let me grab it.
Say hello to Monique.
Hey,
and say hello to Betty on
hello.
TT.
Monique and Betty, hello. We're making a double chocolate cake. So we just finished making our chocolate frosting and the cake is in the oven, but I have some that's already made. So I have a paper towel. It's a little bit wet. And the reason you want to do this is because if you put your cake board on the turntable, it'll slide around. So when you put this under it, see when I hit it, it doesn't move. And that's what you want. When you're frosting the cake, you don't want the cake sliding all over the place. Now, if you want to trim your cake, you can. I probably will because this one is a little bit slanted, but I'm not going to trim it because the layers are not super thick. I think what happened when I made this cake, I made 3 layers. So I don't even know. I think I used the 3rd layer already. So this one is going to be a little bit short. But I'll show you the ones in the oven because they're almost done. By the time we finish, they'll be done. All right, so let's put a nice dollop of our chocolate frosting right on that cake. And then I have my offset spatula. You want to use one of these. It makes it so much easier to frost your cakes. This one is kind of long. You can get the small one. But the longer ones, for me, frosting cakes makes it a lot easier. So you want to start by taking your frosting and starting to push it towards the edges of the cake, turning your thing, and just spreading that frosting.
So Denise Mayo from DOI says, we truly miss you. She says, I will inbox you the contact information.
Okay,
great.
Perfect. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Denise. Yeah, I love coming to you all's building.
Gordon says, that cake board tip. That's the cake board tip. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah.
He's saying thank you for the cake board tip.
No
That's
problem.
what I'm trying to say.
Now, I put a little bit of extra icing on that side because, like I said, the cake wasn't totally level. So I put a little bit more just to build it up a little bit.
Say hi to Lily and hi to Riggins.
Hello.
Hey, Lily Riggins. And Riggins, rather.
So
on
one
TT.
thing you don't want to do, and it's something a lot of people do, you do not want crumbs in your frosting. So to avoid that, when you have frosting on the tip of your knife, don't wipe it on the cake.
I'm guilty of that.
Everybody does that. Do not wipe it on the cake because what's going to happen, especially when your cake is not frozen solid, even when it is, it'll happen. When you lift the knife, you're going to have crumbs. Then when you start to spread the icing on your cake, the crumbs are in the icing, frosting, buttercream, whatever. Do not wipe the knife on the cake. Take your knife, take your bowl, wipe it off. If you get crumbs on it, spray the crumbs off, rinse them off in the sink because once the crumbs are in your frosting, that's it. They're in there. And they seem like they multiply, okay, out of nowhere.
Say hello to Mary Jane, Native Girl, and Gwendolyn.
Hello. All right, so we have our second cake layer. You can use whatever. So I'm just going to flip it onto the top of this one. Try to make sure it's on there. Slide it if you need to make sure it's on there, right? Lines up. And then we're going to put Another.
So you inverted it, Lynnette?
Yep.
Okay.
Another dollop right on top. Okay, same thing. Now, if you want to do a crumb coat, you can do that. So a crumb coat basically locks in all of the crumbs. You will put a very, very, very thin layer of buttercream on the sides and the top. Pop your cake in the freezer. Once the butter gets nice and hard, you can put the extra layer of frosting on top. You don't want to leave it too long. You can freezer or refrigerator. Don't leave it too long because if the buttercream is too cold, when you put the next layer on top, it'll start to seize up. It's butter, so it'll get hard when it gets super cold. But enough for the frosting to get stiff. I'm not going to do that today, though, because I usually don't.
TT, if I'm missing you guys saying hello, it's because it's scrolling real fast. I apologize. Say hello to Doris Jean.
Hello. So same thing. You all see I'm spinning my turntable. And then we're going to take some extra frosting. You want to wipe this off. Now, anytime you get some on it, just wipe it off because that just helps it give you more control. So you get some more frosting right on the edge of your spatula. And we're going to put that on the side. Hopefully you all can see.
Shout out to Kim Whedon. Hey, Kim.
Hello.
Danielle says, I hate chocolate cake, but that looks good. Brian's Backyard Boogie. Shout out to Brian's Backyard Boogie. Says, good morning. I used to bake a lot of cakes.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I do like baking sometimes, especially when I'm in here by myself. All right, so every time I spread on the frosting, I'm going to get a little bit more and start to spread and turn, okay? Once I got it on there, I'm going to get some more. If you keep on going, you're going to pick up crumbs. The whole thing is you don't want to pick up crumbs. So you want to put a little more. There you go.
You got like a backward and forward motion going with that?
A little bit more. You can always wipe some off if you get too much. Okay, well, almost. I'm saving some. I want to do a border too, so I'm trying not to use it all.
The frosting?
Mm-hmm. All right, there we go. So we're going to go around, and then we're going to scrape on our bowl. Go around the sides. And I think we're good. Now for these, for the edges, if you want to just bring them in like that. Just like this. What I usually do, you can try to smooth this how we do that sometimes, or you can do a little drag, kind of drag and turn design. So many things you can do. Very simple. Now I'm going to show you how to do a reverse shell border for the top edge.
You're getting real technical.
Well, I mean, you know.
This reminds me of the days when you used to teach for what was it, Wilton's?
Yeah, I taught for a long time. All right, so
cake
for
decorating.
The bottom, yeah, I love doing that too. For the bottom, I'm gonna take my knife and just try to clean it up a little bit.
Also, guys, we taught cake decorating. What was the name of the organization that they would be familiar with? On 9th Street. The coupon place, yeah.
Living Social. That was fun. I taught a series of classes at Living Social.
And you also did a lot of demonstrations for the Smithsonian.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I did do that.
Yeah.
I did cookie demos for the Smithsonian during the holidays.
And then what about that big event that comes once a year in D.C. downtown? What's that thing called? Taste of D.C. or something? Not Taste of D.C. The one with the professional chefs, Gordon Ramsay and all those guys.
Oh, it was what was that thing called? It was at the convention center.
The convention center, yeah.
I did a biscuit demo.
Yeah.
There. All right, so I'm just cleaning up this board. Now I got a little bit of buttercream on my napkin. Let me fold that so it doesn't get all over the place. All right, so now we're gonna do a quick reverse shell border on the top. So I have my bags. I'm gonna do a simple.
She got her frosting bag.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the top first. Usually I do a little small thing around the bottom, but I want to make sure I don't run out of the frosting before I show you all this part. So I have the piping bag. I have a tip number 1M. You can also use like a 2M, 2B, whatever type of star tip you want to use. Just remember, the larger the opening, the larger the buttercream design is going to be. So I'm just going to stick this tip right down into the bag so you can't push it anymore. And then I'm just going to take my scissors And you only want to cut a little bit above where the prongs are. You don't want to cut too much because the frosting will start to come out of the side and it'll mess up what you're trying to do. So just cut right above, if you all can see, right above the prongs that I showed you all. And I can show you all another. I have another tip I can show you what I mean. Take my knife around, my scissors, and then we have it open, okay?
We got to say hello to Italian of Life.
Hello.
And Prissy on IG.
Hello.
Brian says beautiful. The cake is beautiful.
So I want to fold down the sides of the bag. If you have problems holding on to things, you can put this bag into a big long cup and then fold the sides down. I'm going to show you why. Let's get some of our frosting in our bag. I'm really showing you all a lot about, sometimes we just kind of like do a quick little frosting, but you all know I want you to be a pro. Okay.
Shout out to Rick Butler on IT.
Hello.
Shout out to Cat Women on IT and Carolyn Power on IT.
No. I hope this is enough because I want to show you the bottom too. So, okay, the reason I did that, I'm sorry, this is too bad. So you don't have any frosting that's all up on the top of the bag. So now you can just fold your sides up. The frosting is in the bag, not all up on the top and messy. And you just want to squeeze your frosting down till it gets to the tip and it's in there. Now for your reverse shell border, you're going to do a C and a backward C. That's how you remember it. So you're going to do a C, or a backward C first, and then go this way. Does that make sense? Can they see in those cameras?
Yeah, they can see.
Okay.
Oh,
I can move it back.
just tiny. Yeah, and a tiny bit over. There you go.
So we're going to go around the cake.
It's like one of those cakes you can buy at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Nice.
They're going to be a pro. Hopefully I have enough to go around the whole cake.
Uh-oh.
You have to burp the bag. I didn't do that.
What does that mean?
When you burp the bag to avoid any air pockets, you just squeeze the bag like this, and that squeezes out the air pockets, and that's why it kind of shot out like that. So yeah, just make sure you burp the bag.
And what you say that design is called?
This is called a reverse shell.
Reverse shell.
So a regular shell for cakes is just like a regular, like this. A reverse shell does the shell, but then it does a backwards one. So you have like a nice border around the edge of your cake. Now let me see if I have enough. I don't think so. I'm just going to cut a little teeny bit off the bottom for the bottom of the cake. Let's see if we have enough frosting. If not, what do you have?
Shout out to Vicky Williams.
Hello.
Shout out to HEB Head.
Hello. We're almost there.
Guys, thank y'all for joining us today.
y'all
We
for
really
being with
appreciate
us.
it.
I know this is a little bit long, but I feel like it's helpful because when you're frosting cake, sometimes you want your cake to look like it does in the store. And I'm just showing you that you can actually do it at home, no problem. It's not difficult at all. Now I don't have enough to go around the whole bottom, but we'll just do a little easy bottom border with what I have left. I may have a little bit in here too.
Shout out to Linda Montgomery.
A long time ago, how to do an ombre cake too, where you do the different shades. One day we'll do that frosting design. All right, so let's see. We may go like a quarter around the bottom. So same thing, we just want to squeeze our frosting into the bottom of the bag. Hopefully it's open enough. Let's
More
see.
Than Associates says hello on
Hello.
IG. We got some people on IG today.
Oh,
I'm
good.
happy about that.
I'm happy. So we're just gonna do a quick little. The angle is off on me.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how you're going to be able to get that
I
done.
don't know.
That's going to be complicated. They can see it too, so that's good.
I'm doing it backwards, so I'm only going to do as much as I can do with the frosting, but you all get the idea of it. Turn your thing around. You don't have a lot left. I think that's all I can do.
Say
But you all get the
hi
idea.
to Sandra and Bro.
Hello.
Hey Bro, hey Sandra.
Hello.
Jenny Swaggart. Say hello.
Hello. All right, that's good. And then the last thing that I'll do sometimes, you can do cookies, you can do little wafers, you can do all kinds of things. Sometimes what I'll do is right here.
Renee Price says beautiful cake. Thank you,
I have
Renee.
little small pieces in here.
Chocolate shards.
Yeah, sometimes I'll take some of my milk chocolate have a little piece in here and just kind of sprinkle it right on top.
Ooh.
But you want to get the pieces that are really, really chopped up fine.
Ooh.
You can do chocolate chips.
Dauntless says, amazing.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, Dauntless.
You can do Oreos. You can do pieces of cake. Like if you trim your cake, I'll do this sometimes too, especially red velvet. If you have to trim your cake to level it off, I'll crumble up the pieces that I trimmed and I'll sprinkle those on top of the white icing. And then people know it's red velvet and it looks so pretty, little crumbs of red velvet cake. So that's it. Let me wash my hands real quick and then we can, then I'll show you this cake too. Let me wash my hands.
Guys, you can make this cake. It's not that difficult, guys. Now, as far as the frosting, I can't speak to that. You can make the frosting, but I don't know if you can frost like this. I mean, I obviously with practice you can definitely get it.
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect. So it's not as hard as it looks.
Yeah, it's
It just takes some time and a lot of practice.
and patience.
Yeah, and patience.
These may need a little bit more, but let me show you what they're looking like.
So she's going to show the cakes coming out the
A
oven.
few more minutes though. But here's our cake that we baked. Give it a few more minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It smells divine. All right? And you'll know it's ready when you stick a skewer. About 3 more minutes. When you stick a skewer or a knife in the center that comes out clean, you use these right here, these wooden skewers, or you can do a toothpick. These work perfectly. For me, when I use a knife, for some reason,
It makes a big cut.
yeah, it
Too
makes
big.
a big cut, and I don't really always feel like it's really giving me
Testing,
the crumb, like
yeah.
really testing it. But the crumbs will stick to it if it's not done. Sometimes the knife just like cuts through it, but it doesn't stick to it. So I don't know. But anyway, this is our chocolate cake. So I can do a recap. I know.
Wait, Kim Wheaton says, loving the tips. As many cakes that I've made, I never decorated.
Oh.
Lynnette, so we got to make sure we put that on our program that we're working on. We got a program we're working on for you guys.
Yeah.
A lot of that type of stuff. Decorating, cake decorating,
More
that type
technical
of
stuff.
thing. Yeah.
Because I think that's the part that a lot of people want to see. Like, the cake, you bake it, but now what do I do? Like, I want to make a cake for a party or whatever the case may be. So, that's
All right.
it.
So Renee says, I've learned a lot this morning. Thank
Oh,
you.
Thank you.
Gordon gave you applause.
Thank you, Gordon.
Thank you,
so
Gordon.
much. Thank you.
You guys are the real stars.
Yes. Yes.
We
I
appreciate
showed
you guys.
everything.
Yep. All right. Go ahead. Take over, Lynnette.
You want me to do a recap?
Oh, DMB says, oh, wow, that's a beautiful cake.
Oh, thank you all. Thank you. This is very quick.
I'm counting on you to make it, DMB.
Yes. Yes. So we made a double chocolate cake today. It's a chocolate cake with a chocolatey frosting. The cake was very, very simple to make. We made a recipe for 2 9-inch rounds. If you only have 8-inch rounds pans, those work perfectly. They'll just be a little bit taller, which is not a problem. So after we made the cake, we already had the cake baked. So, of course, if you're baking your cake, you want to let it cool completely. I would pop the cake in the refrigerator or the freezer so they're much easier to handle when you're frosting them. But make sure it's not completely frozen when you frost it. Let me say that for a second. Make sure it's not completely frozen when you frost it. When you frost cakes when they're completely frozen, it'll crack your frosting, crack your buttercream. It happened to me 2 or 3 times, so I know that to be true. They can be nice and cold, but not frozen. When they start to thaw, it cracked the cake I was doing straight down the middle one time, and I had to do some very, very, very interesting decorations to fix it up. So we did our cake, made a nice chocolatey frosting with powdered sugar, softened butter, vanilla extract, cocoa powder, and a little bit of cream to get the right consistency. You want to let that whip so you get a nice whipped chocolate frosting. And then we just frosted our cake, chocolate in the center, chocolate on top. We did a quick reverse shell border on the top, around the top edge, and just a little small shell around the bottom. And then I sprinkled on some little pieces of chopped up milk chocolate, and that's it. Oh, and we did a little, I don't even know what that little design on the top, but like a little sunshine design on top with the knife. Yep, and that was it. Super simple.
Shirley King says, first time watcher, love you all.
Oh, thank you. Thank you
you,
for
Shirley.
being here. I appreciate that. Thank you so
And
much.
please come back and don't be a stranger.
Yes. on
Brenda Lee
Tuesday.
says, wish I were there to taste it. Now I want chocolate cake.
I know. That's how it is when you see something like, now I want it. I wasn't even thinking about cake. Now I want chocolate cake.
Beverly from Philadelphia. Hey, Beverly. Our friend
Hello.
Beverly Clark.
Hello.
Gordon says, always learn something from you.
Thank you.
DMB says, yes, I would love to make it. I just don't know how to decorate like that. Oh, just start with just making it. Don't worry about the decoration. Just start by frosting the cake. Just
and
start
just do
by
whatever decorations you can. If you have to use like cookies around the edge, and you instead of you doing a shell, just take your bag and do little stars, like with the tip around the edge, and then put little cookies in it, or put strawberries in it, or some more chocolate. Like, just make it as easy as you can for yourself. They're going to be impressed. Whoever you serve it to will be impressed, and they just want the cake. So just start, keep practicing. We'll do more videos on decorating, and then our project we're working on will have plenty of decorated videos on it.
I think Chef Misha was on Lynnette.
Oh, my buddy.
All right, Lynnette, can I before we get off, can I get you to slice that cake so they can see the?
Okay, let me get a plate.
And that'll be it. I promise. All right, guys, we got one more thing we want to do. We want to slice the cake so you guys can see the inside of the cake. Lynnette's gonna find a plate.
I don't have one. I have one here.
You got them in the back, Queen.
You want me to get one of those plates?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. You getting the paper plate. All right, go ahead, Queen. All right, guys, we're about to cut the cake. And once again, thank you all for joining us. We really appreciate you. We love you. We'll be back on Tuesday,
Yes.
hopefully at 7 p.m.
Nice.
Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be back Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, hopefully. If we're not on, it's because we got bogged down with a catering job, or we're running late. It's either one of those two. And lately it's been those two for the past, 5-6 weeks in a row. Lynnette says, beautiful, love it. DMB says, thank you.
Not ready. See, look at it.
Yeah, it's not ready. Ooh, look at that, guys. See that?
That's one of them had a little bit more batter than the other one. I didn't do it quite either.
Yeah. DMB says, I need some ice cream, some vanilla ice cream.
All right,
Yes.
so when you cutting cakes, generally, it's easier when you dip your knife in some hot water. You get a nice clean slice. So a little bit of hot water, usually when you're cutting a lot of slices, you want to dip it in that hot water. We're not going to do all that right now. Ooh, it's so soft. But see how all that chocolate and stuff is on the top, wipe it off.
That's the reason why I wanted you to cut it. It's all the way done, right?
Huh?
Go ahead. Let me
Yeah, it was in the freezer,
Yeah.
but it's still real cold.
Ooh. Ooh wee. Gordon says, thank you, Gregory and Lynnette. Thank you, Gordon. Oh, woo.
That's a good cake.
That's a good cake
Look
right
at all
there.
that chocolate in the center. All that chocolate frosting. Nice and soft, nice and moist. And then you can see the inside.
You might have to lift it. Oh, no, they can see it.
You can see?
Yeah, they can see it.
There you go. Chocolate cake.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. Lynnette, go ahead and get us out of here.
So thank you all so much. We made a double chocolate cake today for anybody that came in a little bit late on FB and YT. The replay will be up, so if you want to go back and watch it, you can definitely do that. This cake is so simple to make. So simple to make. Don't worry about trying to frost it perfectly. Just do the best you can. Everybody will love it. You'll love it. That's really all that matters. Did a nice chocolatey fudge frosting in the middle. And that was basically it. That was really, really it. It was a super simple recipe. This is one of my favorite chocolate cake recipes because it's so chocolatey and so good. Hopefully you all make it. I want to make sure you all let us know how yours comes out when you do make the cake. I did say the recipe twice during the video, so when you go back and watch it, the recipe is in the video. And that is it. I think we're good to go.
All right, we're good to go.
So
Thank you,
much.
guys.
We love you.
We love you. And we'll be back on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Thank y'all so much. Have a wonderful Saturday. And we'll see you soon. Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.
Love you all.
Love you.
One more view for the cake.
All right, we're signing off. Good job.